Hello guys, it is Jead, and EA just gave people a one-coin pack that people are getting Neymar from for playing FIFA 23. So we've got to talk about that, but we've also then got the first Futties news leaks. Is it Futties news? That's coming as well soon. As well as the full official stats SBC cards for the Glory Hunters team too. Should we open packs? Should we save? Let's jump into it. And guys, if you want to use players like this and like this and just need that little extra boost, then you can get your cheap, fast, and most importantly, safe FC26 coins at eldorado.gg. They have 24/7 support, a money-back guarantee, and you can use code JEAD at checkout to get another 5% off your order. Link is in the description. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic week so far. Middle of the week. Who's watched the World Cup recently? France looks scary, boys. We want England to win. Like me, you want England to win. France look kind of scary. I'm a little bit worried. France look like they're playing like a club team in international football. That's not right. Norway, good win as well. England do play today. Score predictions down below. You guys have been horrible on score predictions recently. Let's see if anyone can get the England game. But we've got to start with SBC content. A lot of big stuff coming this week. Again, EA keep cranking up the nozzle as we get towards footies, like they always do. We got yesterday, Briel and Bolo. I'm not going to lie. Yes, it says lengthy. That normally gets me tingling. But no, this guy's crap. He's just not good at anything, right? A striker in July with 91 shooting. We're ignoring that. 8x86 we predicted because EA just rinse and repeat SBCs. Is it better than the 87 times 5? Jesus. I don't know. I think the 87 times 5 is probably slightly better, but we can talk about the pack grind right now. And of course, the big question is, open packs for Glory Hunters Team 1 or save it for Team 2 because we've now got the official stats full team. But then the big SBC yesterday, which we did open, I'd say 10 of, 15 of on stream yesterday, the 1 of 3 94 plus UEFA winners tots player pick, and we got, I think, in 15 of them, we got 1 or 2 winners, not many basically. But in the 92 plus pick, not the 94 new one, the 92 plus pick, we actually got ourselves a winners Pacho who's like 1 million coins. But it's kind of funny, right? These winners cards we're all chasing. I got this Pacho and it's like, does he get in the team? Maybe. I'll probably try him out, but Aerial Fortress and Jockey Plus, only 3 playstyle plus. Again, I'll probably try him out, but we got Pacho, one of the better ones. In terms of SBC grind, it's basically stayed the same. I would try and save packs at least, get as many as possible for Friday if you are saving packs. I think it is still worth it. The only difference now, of course, is you now do the 8x86s instead of the 87 times 5s. It's not really changed anything. The pack grind's always going to be, or at least until footies time, provisions into sort of daily upgrades. You then go into the common upgrades, which right now is the crafting upgrade, because that's the only thing you can put commons into, really. Then do the rares into the 84 times 2. I still think the 84 times 2 here is just the best for building multiple, as many packs as possible. Player picks are more fun. 84 times 2 is way better for building packs. And then, yeah, do the 8x86s. They are really good value. Do the 10x84s. The 10x85s, as always, are a little bit more expensive, but I would do them last as well. And to be honest, I would just stay well clear of these winners and tots picks for now. Unless we're doing them on stream and you're down for a share play, because we love a little gamble share play. But honestly, the weight on those picks has been awful recently. And we're getting to the point now where winners cards, apart from, I'd say, the top 5, are just not really even worth it anymore compared to now Glory Hunters. Glory Hunters, great to the game. Meta just got pumped twice, like 2 weeks in a row. And we're getting some pretty juicy cards for Team 2 as well. Now, we got 2 EVOs yesterday. Both of them, I would say, 6.5 out of 10 EVOs. I think there is ways to use both of them. Fresh Legs, in my opinion, is more of like a defensive EVO. You can use it on attackers as well, but for cards like Due, who was a decent lengthy right back when he came out, it gives kind of like a dribbling, pace, defending, like a little mini boost all round. It looks decent. Even for cards like these prime heroes, I've got Carragher still in the club. He goes from 88 pace to 93, and of course, already has the 99 physical. But, I feel like everyone's just already got cards better than that in their team anyway. And, in fact, the only good card I could see myself actually using this on was either Chiellini or company. So, for example, this Chiellini plays brilliant in-game. He goes to 93 pace. He already has crazy high defending and physical stats. He gets a little bit more dribbling as well. He's 94 rated, only with 3 playstyle plus, and it's still not the best centre-back in the game. But for a free Evo, Chiellini and company, given the cards are so cheap anyway to start with, it's not a bad Evo, even for a gauntlet squad if you are still grinding that Kai Havertz card. We did get a paid Evo as well, with Chasing Greatness. Again, 6.5 out of 10. It's just not fantastic. It's an Evo that should be decent. It can't be used on centre-backs. It does give a nice passing boost. You need a card that's already got crazy shooting. It doesn't touch shooting at all. And my Rio Engamoa might be the card I put in because he does need a passing boost. But again, we're at the stage in the game where this card just, it's not all that, right? Glory Hunters has warped our minds, right? We need crazy level cards to make Evos really worth doing. I think the Pele fits as well, which is fine. But By the way, that Pele card is just the most useless bit of content all year. EA gives us a free Pele, and the state of the game that we're currently in with lengthy meta and the new meta changing every week means that Pele's not even usable. And the one good thing about this Evo is it keeps most cards lengthy. I don't think it improves agility at all. So if you are going to put this on a winger, like for example Arsilas, this might be the Evo we put him into as well, because it finally an Evo that doesn't improve agility on wingers, which we've been needing for a while. He stays lengthy. He actually gets game changer, I believe, as well. Might be the card we use. But Evo's 6.5 out of 10. But we do have the Evo for today, I believe, leaked. Now, of course, let's talk about that one coin pack you had to play FIFA 23 for. Just before we do, mistake, or not a mistake, but on yesterday's video, I didn't mention a couple of things on Drive or Park the Bus milestone, which, by the way, gives a Glory Hunter cosmetic. Everyone should be trying to do this objective. I didn't realize a couple of things. One is that you don't have to do both of these. You only have to do one of them, which makes sense, right? Drive or park the bus, not drive and park the bus, which I missed. Another thing is, I didn't realize people are saying this is actually really, easy to do, better to do on the penalty shootout game mode. Of course, you concede 1 goal or less, maybe not, but concede, Jesus Christ, score 3 goals or more and win in 60 separate matches in live events. And of course, the penalty shootout is a live event game mode. Now, going and winning 60 of them is a bit of a hassle, but every one you win, you will score 3 goals. And I think if you are trying to speedrun this or even just knock off 20, 30, 40 games as quick as possible, I think the penalty shootout game mode, I didn't realize, is a brilliant way of doing it. But of course, the one coin pack, the bit of content I've not seen something like from EA in pretty much ever. I don't have it. Now, I've still got a picture of the pack and I've still got, the information on it, but I don't have the pack myself because you had to go, and you might have this, by the way, without realizing, go into the packs for you section, and you should have here a 1 coin pack, and basically, it was for playing the World Cup game mode in FIFA 23. So yeah, you had to play FIFA Ultimate Team during the last World Cup. I, of course, did that, but not on this account, hence why I don't have, and I don't have access to the account that I do have the pack on, because basically, nasty messages from a few years ago, which, yeah, we won't go into that further. But you also get a 1 of 3 89 plus pick from the pack, a 10 times 85, and for 1 coin, it's not that bad, is it? People getting Neymar in the pack. If you guys got it, let me know. Who did we all get in the pack? But for 1 coin, I wanted to ask one question with this. Do you guys think it's fair? Do you think it's fair EA reward people who played old FIFAs? I think it's great, to be honest. I don't have the pack on my account or any of my accounts that I have access to. I think it's a great bit of content. I just think it's really strange that EA are even tracking that in the first place. And as you can see, shout out to Nate, tweet here with the screenshot. Festival of Football Homecoming Pack, 1 coin, 11 rares, which is a 10 times 85 and the 89 plus player pick. But yeah, go and check your packs for you section. Go and check if you've got a 1 coin pack there. And see if EA are doing things like this in the future. Maybe for playing this year's World Cup game mode on FC 25 million. Or what it'll be, FC 29, FC 30, FIFA 30. Maybe they get the FIFA licensing back. First of all, will the game even be a thing by then? No idea. But second of all, maybe you'll get a 1 coin pack or a 1 FIFA point pack because they might get rid of coins by that FIFA. But boys and girls, it is of course time to talk about leaks because we've got the full official stats Glory Hunters team leaked with the official SBCs leaked with today's EVOs leaked. Boys and girls, subscribe if you are new to the channel. We're going to be talking everything Glory Hunters until we go away on Friday. Yes, I'm on holiday on Friday. We'll talk about that in a future video. I'm away. I'm leaving forever. But no, we've got the Evo for today. And it is the Glory Hunters Evolution 93 rated. Excludes centre-back position. EA realised that people can make the most overpowered 99 pace centre-backs if they don't keep doing that. Incisive, finesse, press proven. So we're down to a 3-play style plus evolution, which to be honest, for a Wednesday night kind of makes sense. Ticky, inventive, low driven, 5-star skill move, big stat upgrade. And what it seems like is that it might not be positional based. A lot of the Evos recently, as you see in the ones I just showed you before, are not positional based. They're just stat based and they can't be centre back or they can't be this, can't be that. So let's see what comes out. But to be honest, probably going to be a filler Evo. The next big Evo we should get that, people log on to go and do an Evo where we get crazy chains should be Friday's Evo with Glory Hunters Team 2. We don't have that officially leaked yet, but I believe by tomorrow's video, we might have that already. And maybe coming on Friday as well, because EA loves to drop huge SBCs on Friday. Official stats Podolski card, end of an era. Now, I would love to go and complete this card and tell you guys that this is going to be a great card and everyone's going to go and use it. But Game Changer Plus as a 4th play style, 92 pace, 93 passing. 96 shooting is nice. And this card is really nice if you're someone who supported one of the teams Podolski has played for a little past and present. End of an era card's always nice. It's not the best card, but to be honest, I don't mind it. Not every end of an era card can have broken stats, broken everything. I think these cards are very necessary for the game to make it more fun, give you some cards to use for Gauntlet, as long as the SBC is cheap or if it is an objective, as long as the objective isn't actually too hard to go and get. But it is time for Glory Hunters Team 2. Do we save packs? Do we open them right now? I think it's going to be personal preference. In my opinion, the team is very 50-50. There's some great cards in Team 2. And some not so great cards in Team 2. So the first cards we've got is Erling Haaland and Julian Alvarez. Every card you see will be official stats. Of course, not official playstyles. but that's even better because you can go and put whatever playstyles you want on them. Haaland has 97 rated. Them 97 rated cards you guys seen this week are just incredibly hard to pack, right? 97 pace, 99 shooting. The best ways to use this card, yes, will be off chemistry at left mid if you're an absolute rat. This card up front just moves too stiff for me, but he'll be millions of coins minimum. And because you can put perfect playstyles on him, you don't have to deal with that acrobat and, you know, all the crap he normally comes with, which is fantastic. Julian Alvarez is normally super silky in game. For me to want to use that card, make him 5-star, 5-star. I feel like every card he's had is always 5-star, 4-star. Make him 5-star, 5-star, and that'll be a striker I use. I didn't get on too well with his team of the season card, but that one, I'm sure if I can put perfect playstyles on, we'll have a look. Some nice centre-backs. These are what I call champs reward centre-backs. They're the kind of cards you get in champs rewards where you take them because they're not awful, but they're also just not great, and they cost about 100 to 200,000 coins. Mainly the Upamecano card. I think Davinson Sanchez will be very cheap, but both of those cards will be fantastic. I just think that everyone's got Evo centre-backs kind of better than that already. Cucurella's coming as a 95, who again will be one of the cheapest 95s. He's pretty much going to be fodder because he's not long, and sadly that's how left back and right backs work on this game. But we're now into SBC territory. So the first card we've got is official stats Eberechi Eze, which is really interesting because not too long ago, I mean it was a few months ago I guess, but not too long ago, this guy had an SBC that loads of people went and completed and obviously got massive upgrades because Arsenal went into the final of the Champions League, didn't win it, but he went to the final of the Champions League. And now we're getting a 95 Eze card with 95, 95, 95, and then 93 pace as well. Will you guys complete this card? For me, probably not. Eze's just not a card I really enjoy using on FIFA. I don't know, not one for me. We also get ourselves a Nicholas Jackson card. I'm sorry, Nick Jackson, but you're also not going to be one for me. I think these two will be SBCs that come on later in the week. They're probably, you know, like Saturday, Sunday, Monday SBCs, maybe even into Tuesday, Wednesday next week. They're okay, nothing crazy. The fact you can put perfect playstyles on these cards, if you are running past and presents or you like any of these cards and plays in real life, they are fine because you can go and, you know, customize them, make them perfect. But I think the two much more hyped SBCs of what will be this week's Glory Hunters promo will be Gavi and Kanate. Now, Gavi doesn't have the craziest stats in the world, but the fact he's got 9 Galangang stats and you can put perfect playstyles, putting perfect playstyles on a centre mid, I think is beautiful because they've got the most options basically, right? You can pretty much customize them to exactly how you want that card to play in your team. Defensive centre mid, attacking centre mid. Gavi card is coming again. Not crazy. If you pack the card like Reinders or De Jong, or you've got even team of the season for Vitinha, I wouldn't say this Gavi's onto that level, but I guess perfect playstyle saves it a little bit. And probably Kanate you'd think to be the SBC coming on Friday, because out of all those cards I've just showed you, this one's probably the most meta in comparison to where we are with the game right now. And even then, 92 pace, 95 defending, 94 physical is kind of similar, if not worse, to the Chiellini Evo I showed you before with the new Evo that came out. And I think it was the free Evo that came out. So the fact that you've got a free Evo Chiellini being a very similar level to Kanate isn't great. Of course, the big difference is perfect playstyles, and Kanate will have 4 playstyle plus, which, by the way, intercept, anticipate, quick step, and bruiser. It just has to be. But here it is then, boys. The full official team. Let me know what you think of those SBCs. I'm just not that hyped to them. Sometimes the team looks better. Sometimes the SBCs look better. And I think this week, the team looks better, right? A lot of the fodder cards, sadly, do look like fodder. Keep an eye out for any past and present cards for your club. But to be honest, you're only really getting, you know, to cards that you actually want to use into the second row. You've got cards like Teo Hernandez, who, yes, isn't lengthy, but they've given my boy 90 shooting for literally no reason. A DePaul card for that perfect Messi link. He's got 9 Galangan stats. You cannot stop the shine with Lukaku. Maybe we need to do a weekend league with, like, Lukaku and Haaland up front just to torture ourselves, because I hate playing with those kind of cards. You've got the OG Goretzka gang card. He's kind of the most, like, 9 Galangang famous player, apart from, you know, Hullet, Goretzka. Now, I don't know. Them three, like, feel they're kind of similar. He's got all 90 stats, but doesn't look too good, to be honest, and normally a little bit clunky in game. Can see him being like 4-star, 4-star. Akanji's got a nice centre-back card. Of course, Nico Paz getting a card, probably just a little bit better than his team of the season one, despite being a little bit lower rated, which is weird. But the cards are really after are the second and top row cards. These are the cards we play champs for. These are the cards when we're going to talk about the token store resetting, because that's the Futties news. The token store is resetting. These are the cards we're chasing in our token packs as well. So Cucurella, not so much. Nico Williams looks great, but at the same time, 91 shooting, 92 passing. It's like, I really do want that card, but it's almost like, I don't know, it's just not quite where I want it to be. I actually think Semenyo is a little bit better. Not too much better than his team of the season, but 4 playstyle plus with perfect playstyles. As long as he is 5-star, 5-star like his team of the season, as long as that 96 dribbling doesn't stiff him up from being lengthy, that is a card I will be chasing. Hopefully he can play on both wings like his team of the season could, and that'll be a card that everyone will chase. Probably the best right mid in the game with Inaki Williams' path to glory. You've also got a Bruno Guimaraes card, who a lot of people will really want. 96 passing, 96 dribbling, so he should hopefully not feel too clunky. A lot of his cards normally feel clunky, but we're on to the 97 rateds already, and a Declan Rice card with lowest stat being 92 pace, then 2 97s, one of them being physical. He should be an absolute unit in game with 4 perfect playstyle pluses. Gabriel with the 99 penalties, but not on a serious. This Gabriel card should be brilliant. His team of the season card, I will say, I used him next to SUBSRIBE. And Gabriel's body type just ain't the one, right? SUBSRIBE plays better with that sort of more tall, lean body type. So even though that Gabriel looks brilliant, I would be a little bit skeptical. I just don't think he plays as good as the top centre-backs on this game, like the SUBSRIBEs, like the Araujos. But then this top row of cards, I have no idea what happened with the Arsenal. Love 3 Arsenal 97s. I don't know who just, has got some dirt on the EA content team at Arsenal. But 98 pace, 96 shooting Gyökeres. You guys know what I'm thinking. Absolute truck up front. Fodder. He's similar to Haaland. If he had, maybe play left wing or right wing, maybe he gets away with it. But even if you're an Arsenal fan, you know what I mean, right? That card will move a little bit stiff. Same as Haaland. Absolute goal machines. But it'll move a little bit stiff. Honestly, not the one for me. Not really who I'm after. I'm after these 3 cards now. I'm after a 97 Rafinha, which, by the way, 97 rated. Again, I have a 93 shooting. I'm not sure about that, EA, but I'll let you off because I'm sure this card will probably be 5-star, 5-star. And with perfect playstyles, I will cook with that card in Foot Champs. Nuno Mendes, not a lengthy left back. I've said lengthy a million times already, but look at the stats of Nuno Mendes, right? He's similar to his Team of the Year card, but of course, perfect playstyle plus. So probably the best fullback on the game now, even, a lengthy aside. And then the chase card, the #1 chase card of the entire promo. Probably better, well, he's better than Rafinha. The big thing with his Salah card is, there's one question, can he play cam or striker? If this card is locked to right wing, right mid only, yes, he is brilliant, but he has a lot of problems the same, as the end of an era Salah does, where people want to use other cards like Semenyo, like Inaki Williams on the wing. And again, not like he's bad on the wing, but just to make him like top 5, top 10 cards on the game, whatever you want to say. This card needs to be able to have cam or striker. It needs to be 5-star, 5-star. We're getting to that point in the game now. If you're making this card the best in the promo, he needs to have everything, right? He needs to have perfect playstyles, 5-star, 5-star, and just mainly cam or striker positions. No bias as a Liverpool fan. He won't even play for Liverpool, by the way. This card, I believe, should just be an Egypt card, I believe, which means he's not even getting Liverpool links, but no bias, just make him cam or striker. So guys, what do we think of the Glory Hunters leagues? What do we think of the full team? What do we think of the SBCs? I think the SBCs are a little bit underwhelming. I think the team is kind of 50-50 with this current team. I think some of the cards have a little bit disappointing stats. I don't like how Haaland and Gyökeres are 2 of the chase cards, because personally, the way I play this game, they will move a little bit stiff. I'm a little bit skeptical on Rice and Gabriel even. They both have similar issues, right? Rice, you'd hope, is mental, but both of them have that similar issue where they're not quite as techy on the ball as, cards like Araujo at the back and then Vitinha and Frankie de Jong in midfield compared to Declan Rice. I'm really happy to try and go back the Semenyo card. I love this team of the season. Nuno Mendes, Rafinha and Salah, I'm loving trying to go and pack, but a lot of these cards, maybe it's a good week for me to be on holiday and stuck on the companion app because I'm not loving all of them, to be honest. I think we still save packs. I think, personally, when you get towards Wednesday, Thursday, I always save packs for the promo team coming out. Just because even if you get an average card being Alvarez, Guimaraes, Semenyo, Nico Williams, those average cards, they're not really average, right? The top 2, rows of the promo. They're not average, but at the same time, those cards in this week's promo, you've probably already started to pack. So I think you should save for next week's. But we've got to talk Token Store and Futties. This is the first sniff of Futties we've got. And the reason is because the new season, of course, ends very, very soon, next week, which means the new season and the new Token Store that we will get coming next week will run into Futties. As we spoke about yesterday, we've got Glory Hunters Team 2 until the 10th. We then got Phenoms and Superstars, both 1-week promos. And then, as far as we know, it should be Futties, right? There's no shapeshifters, nothing like that. It should be Futties straight away, which of course means this will bleed into Futties. This will be the first week or 2 of Futties. And the rewards we've got leaked so far in the new Token Store is an 87 times 20 pack with an 88 pick, 7 of 25, a 5 of 25, 88 pick, 7 of 20, 87 pick. As you can see, the rewards down there, 86 times 20, a 7 of 20, 88 player pick. Basically, fodder packs have just leveled up just a little bit. And it feels like, I wouldn't really call these Futties pack just yet, but it does feel like we're getting towards that stage now where not unlimited grind, of course, these are Token Store packs. But it's getting a little bit ridiculous. You've also got a 1 of 4, 94 plus Great to the Game pack. However, it's not a Great to the Game pack. It's just an icon encore pick, but it includes Great to the Games. The reason I don't like this, Great to the Games now has a lot of problems similar to Trophy Titans, where because it's 94 plus, that includes all of these cards down here, like Batistuta, Drogba, Lam, Khan, Cruz, Del Piero. So even if you get a Great to the Game card in that pack, I think it's a bit of an IQ test. Please don't take that pack when the new Token Store does come out next week. But of course, the big question is, with this new Token Store, the Futties Token Store, whatever you want to call it, is how's the rewards work? Because obviously the store doesn't expire for 61 days. It's just the rewards that, change next week. But you'll see the pack doesn't expire here for 61 days and 20 hours. So I think a lot of the store will stay the same. As you can see, the cosmetic here expires in 2 days and 6 hours with the end of the promo on Friday. And the cards will also expire at the end of promo on Friday. The icons expire in 61 days. It's all a little bit weird, right? I think the token store will pretty much stay very similar. It'll just get rewards added to it, which will be these token store Futties packs. And I believe it'll be the same with the Champs token store, right? The similar way you've got these, token packs that reset every single week, and then you've got some of the token packs that stay for a little bit longer, like the Champs token store pack too. But even though those go on the Thursday next week with the new season. So I think the token store will just get packs added to it, similar to how it's been recently. And the EVOs don't seem like they're changing. Now, this is only the gold standard EVO. I've already used the main event EVO. But the EVOs don't seem like they're changing. The big question I've got is, will new EVOs get added? If you're going to add token packs, right, to the Champs token store, different fodder packs here, which is what I believe the main overhaul will be, because these do expire at, with the reset of the new season. Will we get new EVOs for the new season as well? I'm not sure we will, sadly, because again, you would think that these EVOs that we currently have, main event, gold standard, you would think that those expire. But let's wait and see. We're still keeping an eye out for leaks on it. Let's wait and see. What I would say is that it doesn't look so far that Champs tokens do reset, or the FOF tokens reset. The actual token number should stay the same, I believe, from what we understand. Again, it's all a bit weird, right? This is a new token store. The reset is happening. These new packs are coming into it, right? What, again, is even weirder is you go to the Champs token store. Store expires in 20 days and 20 hours. Does that mean that those Futties packs I've just showed are only in for the next sort of 3 weeks, and then they change again for the actual Futties promo? It's all a little bit weird, right? We're not really sure. All we know so far is that we're getting Futties token store packs, which we believe, would take us into Futties. Obviously, they're not going to have Futties in them now. But they're packs that are designed for Futties, that sort of level of pack. And then everything seems to be resetting at different times. Things getting upgraded. I don't think, though, because I know I'll get asked about it, I don't think we're going to get new EVOs. Now, I really, really hope we do. The main event EVO is the best bit of content for me of the past month or two. I think it was brilliant. Everyone rushed to go and get the best main event card. I don't think we're going to get new EVOs, but again, I hope I'm wrong, and we'll keep an eye on leaks. Maybe by Friday, that information will change. Now, in terms of Path to Glory, the market, what is going on with the game recently with all the World Cup games? Well, the biggest cards getting upgraded is, of course, Norway's Ødegaard. Hands up, who's got this card? I actually don't have it. I didn't complete it. I did McAllister instead. I didn't go and do Ødegaard. But if you did Ødegaard, he will be getting a 4th playstyle plus. And by the time you're watching this, go and check the card. It might already have a 4th playstyle plus. I would say to make this card as best as possible, he needs one of 2 things. Intercept plus, as he doesn't even have intercept as a base play style, but also if he gets finesse shot plus, all of a sudden that card gets a lot better, because he also has that 97 passing, 97 dribbling, and one of the cards I definitely regret not completing for only 200,000 coins. Raheem Diaz got the low driven plus, I believe, as his last playstyle, which means he stays extinct at 290,000 coins. It could have been better with finesse, but he still gets low driven, which is very, very decent. And Morocco just look so good. Morocco look like they could go on and beat anyone at this World Cup, maybe apart from one team, which is France. France, of course, won their game. Digne is now extinct at 500,000 coins, as he is set to get a 4th playstyle plus. It should be, in my opinion, Bruiser. If he does get Bruiser plus, then obviously he will stay extinct. But the problem I've got is, they just give Alphonso Davies Bruiser plus. I don't think they're going to give it Digne as well. And I think if you've got a Digne card, I would sell that now. Koundé, of course, the main one, getting the upgrade. Why is he down in price? Because he's not getting a 4th playstyle plus. And everyone kind of thought France would win their game anyway, which means they were a little bit overinvested. Digne's gone up because, again, I guess after Alphonso Davies, there's a lot of hype there. But Koundé will only be getting a regular playstyle, which is nowhere near as hype as a playstyle plus on a card. And of course, even the Mexican cards. Mexico will play England if England can win tonight, which they might not even beat DR Congo. But if England can win, they will play Mexico, I believe, at the Azteca. And Mexico kind of look unstoppable right now when playing at the Azteca. So Alvarez and Jimenez keep going up in price because, again, they weren't guaranteed wins. That's how these promos work. If they're not guaranteed to win, and they do win, that is when we normally see big price increases. And of course, for every winner, there is a loser. And Sweden's Isak is, of course, the biggest loser or the biggest card to lose a game when they lost to France yesterday. But keep an eye on this, right? He actually went down more into the game. He goes down from 1.1 to 800k. Since they've actually lost against France, he's back up at 1 million coins. Now, I stress to think about this for this year and next year's game with live cards. It's all about expectation versus what happened, right? So Sweden were never going to beat France okay, they could have, but they were never meant to beat France. So he comes down before the game, as everyone expects him to lose. They lose the game. Everyone was expecting that anyway. So he goes back up in price to what he's probably worth on the market. Because he's still a 97 rated striker with the 4 best playstyle plus, arguably, for a striker on the game. So just keep an eye on that, right? That's always how live card works. It's expectations versus what actually happens in game. which is why Isak is now back up a little bit, and Koundé after winning is actually gone down a little bit. You bought Rodri's the other day at 1.6, fair play. He's 2.5 already. That was weird how he was so cheap. You can sell them now. Fodder, like I keep saying to you guys, is pretty much dead for the rest of the year, unless we get some crazy, like ridiculous unlimited icon pick or something. Fodder just won't recover because all the cards that come out are 92, 93, 94 rated, and they're always just discard. They're always 10,000 coins, as you can see with these cards here. So don't expect Fodder to recover unless we get something insane, which we could get. When it gets to footies, the grind kind of changes, right? The 85 times 10 is a completely untradeable grind. It's all a bit different, so keep an eye out for that. But I would expect Fodder to be purely bid and then sell, bid and then sell. Not really an investment anymore. And in terms of actively trading, if you guys were on the stream last night, we went back on the trade to glory. We're up to 400,000 coins when everything sells. Let me know down below. Any of you guys still actively trading on this game? Loads of you guys who follow this channel for so long now have 10, 15 million coins because of how easy it's been this year. And maybe you'll just chill on your coins and footies, buying the best cards in the game. Obviously, the trade to glory, we're trying to get to 1 million coins. But maybe we can put a video out back on the low budget or back on the grind, because it should be quite easy, right? We've traded for another hour on this account, made about 120,000 coins. All of it just on fluctuation cards, similar cards we were using last time, you guys seen, and then putting the rest of the coins into bids on golds. As I did say before, Fodder still works on bids, just not really as like an investment anymore. But yeah, that should be the last stream yesterday until we're back on holiday. I'm going on holiday on Friday, boys. We're not back until the Friday afterwards, which means there probably won't be a stream until the next Sunday. Not the Sunday coming, the next Sunday, of course, on the Twitch, where we'll probably be doing a huge pack opening, whatever the promo is. Phenums. The next promo is Phenums when we are back. So, of course, we'll do a big pack opening for Phenums back on the Trade to Glory account. Get yourself there, which won't be now, probably until, like I said, they'll be a few Sundays away. But yeah, no stream tonight, of course, because the England game. So get your predictions down below. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're trying to hit 25k subs, and I'm sure there's some of you guys watching who are not subscribed. Like, hype the video, anything that helps push it. Why not? And I'll see you all in a bizzle.